Before we are going to proceed to the deepest part of this report, let's have some short introduction about how the Spaniards invaded the Philippines. In the late 16th century, the Philippines was invaded by the Spaniards. They made our country into a colony of Spain. It took 300 years before we could have our freedom back again. The Filipinos helped the Spaniards to remain and rule in the Philippines for more than 3 centuries. The Spanish colonial period of the Philippines began when explorer Ferdinand Magellan came to the islands in 1521 and claimed it as a colony for the Spanish Empire. The period lasted until the Philippine Revolution in 1898. Polo y servicio, or in English, forced labor, was a practice employed by Spanish colonizers for over 250 years that required the forced labor of all Filipino males from 16 to 60 years old for 40-day periods. The worker could be placed on any project the Spanish wanted, despite hazardous or unhealthy conditions. The Philippines acted as the epicenter of the Spanish galleon trade from Manila to Acapulco, which was so prosperous for Spain that it neglected to consider and develop the colony's local industry. The Filipino people were agriculturally based and grow crops not only for profit but also for their own diet. Aside from injuring and killing many Filipino males, the Polo y Servicio crippled the ability of the Filipinos to feed themselves, causing hunger and frustration and leading to numerous rebellions.
The power of Catholic Church during Spanish era. The Catholic Church was the official religion of the Philippines in every town. The parish priest was the real power, where he symbolized the king. He also called the fire of Pringle. The Pringle expected the election of tax and supervise the local election, school, and charities.
The Spaniards introduced Christianity, which is the Roman Catholic faith, and succeeded in converting the overwhelming majority of Filipinos. At least 83% of the total population belongs to the Roman Catholic faith. Upon this indigenous religious base, two foreign religions were introduced, Islam and Christianity, and a process of cultural adaptation and synthesis began that is still evolving. Spain introduced Christianity to the Philippines in 1565 with the arrival of Miguel Lopez de Legazpi.
Until 1821, the Philippines was ruled by the Spanish viceroy in the name of the king. This was because the Philippines was colonized from Mexico to the Spanish colony in the New World Americas. However, However, after Mexico got its independence in 1821, the Philippines was ruled directly from Madrid, Spain.
Local government. Spain formed the origin of our present system of local government. The country was divided into provinces, towns, and cities. The cities had their own government, called ayuntamiento. The city council, known as cabildo, was headed by the mayor alcalde.